not about naming objects, talking to yourself, or using English dictionary. It's about one overlooked factor that makes you translate from native language to English. Have you ever had difficulty with multiple meaning words and find yourself slowing down to figure out which one to use? This can be a real headache, especially during real-life conversations or job meetings. In this video, you will learn the reason you don't get results proportionate to the effort you put into speaking English fluently. Apply the 2-minute rule and you will stop translating every single word from your native language and start thinking and dreaming in English. Hey, this is Masha. After 18 years of teaching English, I wrote English to Freedom book that will help you speed up your English fluency and stop translating in your head. Back to 2006, I was surprised to find myself stumbling upon words in English. Even my master's degree in English and Spanish philology didn't help me to speak faster. Here's why I suddenly couldn't think in English and how I fixed it, and you can do it too. First, you need to understand why you translate in your head. Look at this research from a language learning community on Reddit. They asked people if they naturally think in their second language. And out of nearly 1,600 respondents, the majority reported not thinking in their second language naturally, even at the advanced level like C1 or C2. This shows that even advanced learners sometimes struggle with thinking directly in their second language. Your brain is wired to save energy. In Ukraine, I was used to translate it between Russian and English or Spanish and Russian, being already fluent in all of them. But after moving to Spain, I had to juggle between these three languages. When you express yourself in a foreign language, your brain is always looking for the most efficient way to do it. Just trust it. Imagine the energy cost of maintaining the pathway on generating a text in your native language, translating it to English, and then speaking in English, compared to just generating as you speak in English or Spanish. This process of translating takes a lot of cognitive energy and making it harder for you to speak fluently and naturally. Do you think directly in English or in your native language? Share in the comments below. Thousands of learners have seen the video about how you can speed up your fluency process. Now, step 2. How can you start thinking in English? Your brain forms connections through repeated practice. The more you practice, the stronger these connections are. The more frequently you practice thinking and speaking in English, the more natural it will become. There is no magic trick. After a few months, I started thinking directly in the language depending on the situation I was. So, instead of trying to think, how long does it take to speak English naturally? Think about how often can I practice thinking and speaking it? If you like this video and find it useful, subscribe to this channel so you won't miss new videos to help you gain fluency communicating English in any situation. 2-minute rule. Even when you know you should start small, it's easy to start too big. Excitement inevitably takes over and you end up trying to do too much too soon. When you start a new habit, like thinking in English, it will take less than 2 minutes to do it. About creating a gateway habit that naturally leads you down a more productive path. What I recommend to improve your ability to think in English is by practicing writing expressions. Write a daily journal in English. Start by writing just one sentence a day. At first, you might use your first language to translate it to your English, but over time you will find yourself writing directly in English. Let's illustrate this with an example. Here is a scale from very easy to very hard. Very easy. Open your diary and write one sentence in English. Not more. Then, write a short paragraph. Describe your day in detail. Write a full-page journal entry, and very hard, write an essay or the story in English. Writing gives you this time to think in English, to slow down and think about each word and sentence structure, to express your thoughts and feelings directly in this language. Understanding that frequent practice is the key to think in English, showing up every day, even for 2 minutes, builds those automatic connections, brain connections. And if you apply this 2-minute rule, if you show up to practice English every day, even if it's just for 2 minutes, you are casting votes for your new identity. You are not worried about mastering English immediately. You are focused on becoming the type of person who practices. What are you going to do next with this information? If you're ready to invest in your personal development and you want to speed up your English fluency, I invite you to join our Read and Grow book club, where you can read non-fiction books and apply everything we learned there.